And then the other plant that's in my living room, it had this on it. It was two different leaves. One had this on it and one had this. And this was a little spot and it just kept getting bigger and I kept watching it. So I seen it today and I was feeling the plant and it was kind of leaning over like right where this bent at. So what I have here is where I cut the plant. I took it out the pot and I cut it. Could y'all see it? So I laid it here so it could calcify in the ends and I can propagate those. So I don't want to just toss them. So you don't want to just toss them when they have these issues. So even with this one, I'm going to kind of look at this. I think I'm going to cut it like right here and let it calcify as well. So that way I can get another plant out of it. I want to get all the sick part of the part that looks bad from it. And I think what happened is when I repotted that plant, the soil was too loose. It wasn't packed enough. These like for their soil to be packed because they don't mind being dry and they can go dry for a while. You can see that this one right here was getting most of the water. Like literally as I cut it, you can see the water. You see it? You can see the liquid in the the leaf. So that leaf is going to go it's going to sit here on the counter for a couple of days until this dries up. When this dries up, I'll either stick it in soil or stick it in some water so that it can propagate. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. Now these need to be repotted. These actually came from, one of these came from that plant and one came from another. So these been propagated. These are actually growing roots. And these are ones that I cut off before. And you see that? That has a whole little plant that's growing right there. So technically, I need to be trying to put these in something. Especially that this little thing here can go in its own little pot and become its own plant. And you see it growing right off of that leaf. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to be propagating more plants. And these I will be propagating so they can grow roots. I will be propagating those as well. So, yep. I cut the damaged stuff off, which is what you see here, and it feels kind of sticky on these. But this one, I just feel like this one just got too much water. It was overwatered. If you overwater these bad boys, they will die because these like to be dried out. If you overwater them, it's a wrap. So these basically I have to toss. Now what I'm going to do is go in here and pack the soil much better. Because as I realized that that one was having issues, I realized that the soil is so loose. Like, you can literally pull them out the soil. And that's not good. So, hopefully with that one that was sick, pulled out, and me packing the soil, it'll be fine. So, I'm going to pack the soil and put her back. She doesn't need to be watered. Her soil is not dry, but it's not moist neither. It's like in between, kind of like how they like it. So I'm going to put her back where she came from because she is fine now. I'm sad that I lost one, and then I got to water this baby here. And guess what, guys? I'm getting ready to cook shrimp and grits. I was going to cook and chat with you guys. A lot of people requested shrimp and grits. And I make it, and every time I make it, I'm in a rush, and I don't have time to take out my camera and tripod and stuff. So I never make it on camera. I don't know if I did. I cooked so much stuff on camera, I can't remember. And tonight we having smothered pork chops. So I'm going to be letting this bad boy get watered and let that seep through. Ooh. Let that seep through and then put her back where she came from. I done got mud all over the place. Hold on, y'all. So how you guys doing this morning? Today was a peaceful morning. Today I did some cleansing of my home, just getting any negative vibes and stuff out of here. I did that early this morning. And I'm getting ready to make me some shrimp and grits. The kids are at school. And you know my husband doesn't eat shrimp and grits. He doesn't eat shrimp. So this will just be for me. I'm getting ready to start my grits now. Just a little pot of grits. I'll make it in here. Just a little pot of grits for myself. Just a little bit. I don't want a whole bunch. How you guys doing this morning? Make sure you thumbs up the video when you come in. Thank you so much for whoever thumbs up the video. And I'm listening to my jazz, which is what I love to do in the mornings, as I told you guys before. I hope it's not too loud. So I'm going to let that start to boil. Then I'll put my grits in it. Put up this stuff from last night. Have any of you relocated to another city, another state, or even another country? And how was it for you when you relocated? Or are you contemplating relocating? I like it here, but guys, I really want to move. I really don't want to stay here, to be honest. I really don't. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to make it my home, but I have no clue. I have no clue on what's going to happen. So, oh, excuse me. Let me put that on. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, contemplating. I just don't feel, I don't know. I've been trying to get adjusted for the last couple of years, but it's kind of weird. Like, I feel different from when I was in South Carolina. I really do. I just feel like my businesses and everything flourished when I was there, and I don't feel like it's the same here. I feel like it's just not the same. Actually, I want some coffee. So I'm gonna make some coffee. You guys remember I showed you my the Keurig Mini? I love it so much. It takes up less space. I love it. I'm gonna show it to y'all. And all I drink is all these coffee. Can y'all see? Right here. This is my little mini. My mini. Rizzy took Oreos to school. I had to cut her up some celery and some apples. Her little butter just takes snacks and not take nothing healthy to eat if it was up to her. I have to check her lunchbox. Like, what you got? What you taking? Because she will take Slim Jims, cookies, and chips. I'm like, no ma'am. No ma'am. You need to take something other than Slim Jims, cookies, and chips. So I had to cut her up some apples and some celery and gave her some ranch this morning. She's not really a meat eater. She was telling me last night, she was like, Mommy, I want to be vegan. I said, really? I said, I do too. My other daughter, Naya, wants to be vegan too, so it may not be a big issue. Only thing is trying to get my husband to become vegan. That would be the only thing, because I don't know if that, I'm not going to say it's impossible. I'm not going to say it's impossible. I think anything is possible. But you know how some people, men are just different when it comes to being vegans. You know, like I can't have my meat, you know, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to cut this down low because I want my grits to be nice and creamy. How was you guys' weekend? What you got planned for this week? Oh my gosh. I didn't really do too much this weekend. I really didn't. The mornings are like my best time. I love my mornings because it's just me, nobody around, nobody bothering me, and I can just listen to my music, relax, have my breakfast, and just enjoy my morning. I love that. Love it, love it. Time for these to come up. These things are sopping wet. Trying to put some new ones down and wash these. Yeah, I was wanting to chat with you guys. I wanted to chat with you guys while I cook because it's boring. Nothing else is going on. I said, let me chat with them while I cook. See how much space that takes up? Some papers I gotta, actually don't forget to fill out today. And this is my little wash thing. But yeah, Didn't do much. My weekend didn't do much at all. I just wanted to come on and cook. So you guys that have been asking about the shrimp and grits can see that, because it has been requested. So I said, let me do it on my live and chat with y'all at the same time. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now guys, let me get this these shrimps together. It's a simple dish that tastes so good. Tastes so good. I think I'm just going to do onions. Oh, I got some peppers. So we got onions and peppers. What is this? Oh. Put this over here. Wipe this counter down. What is this on this counter? Oh, that's on the pan. I'm like, what is this on my counter? So I'm going to pour these shrimps over here. I mean, these grits over here. On the other side. So I can do these shrimps real quick. Right over there. Lord, I hate seeing salt on my counter. Okay, so all you need is a frying pan and put some onions. You could tell I was rushing because I usually take the whole thing off the onion. Okay. So we're going to put some olive oil in our pan. Hold on. I'm going to put some olive oil in here. Then we're going to chop up some onions. It's just me, so I don't need a lot at all. And chop up some onions. I like that piece. I'm going to throw them right in there and let them cook. This is my quick shrimp and grits. I got a lot of different recipes, but this is just a quick. These are frozen now. Basic shrimp and grits recipe. So I'm just chopping up some green bell peppers. These are pre-frozen. Like if I think my bell peppers are going bad, I'll freeze them and then use them as needed. They still taste the same, guys, so try it. If you like bell peppers but they seem to go bad on you, chop them up. Chop them up bigger because you don't know what you're going to need it for. So then if you need them smaller, you can cut them up smaller. But if you need them big and you cut them up small, you can't go back. So just chop them up big like I did. I chopped mine up pretty big. And I throw it right back in the freezer. So when I freeze them, the key to freezing anything is you put it on a cookie sheet and let it freeze first. Then after you freeze it on the cookie sheet, then you put it in a bag. That keeps it separate. Oh, jeepers. Oh, gosh. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to rinse these bad boys off. No, ma'am. We are not wasting over here. So the key to freezing them and making sure they don't stick to each other is to put them on a cookie sheet, and on that cookie sheet make sure they freeze all the way, and then put them in a plastic bag. And I'm going to put these on a plate and freeze it, or a plate. If you don't have a cookie sheet, you can do a plate, because I wet them so they're going to stick to the others when I put them in here. So I'm going to freeze them first. Once these freeze, I'm going to put them back in the bag with the other green peppers. And that's it. You take them out and you use what you need as you need it. So these are already cleaned and deveined. So I'm just going to take the actual tails off of them. And anytime oh my gosh, I need some more bags. anytime I do anything with fish, shrimp, or anything like that, I always put it in the bag and take it outside. Even when I make tuna fish, I take it outside. I do not put that in my trash can. Your house will be stanky the next day because the smell of it is gonna start to, what you call, marinate in the trash can. So I'm gonna clean these really good. Now you can season them in this bowl, or you can season them all together with your with this. It's up to you. Let me bring you guys closer so you guys can see what's going on. So, hold on one second. My tripod. Hold on one second. Got a lot going on. 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Hold on. Guys, I done scorched the grits trying to pick up them daggone peppers. So I'm going to take that off for right now. Okay. So, you have your peppers and onions cooking. And so you're just going to throw your shrimp in here. And it doesn't matter about the water because you're going to put gravy. And the gravy is going to be created. So now that I got my shrimp, let me take this onion, put that back in the refrigerator. I love these glass containers. It stops me from using so many Ziploc bags. So put that by the door. Now what I'm going to season this with my shrimps. I got these on like a 5. I'm going to put some thyme. So I'm going to use some thyme, pepper, garlic. Now this is the basic. My other one I use crushed garlic, the real garlic. I want it a little bit spicy, so I'm going to put a couple red peppers, just a couple. And we're going to get some adobo, Goya adobo. And I'm going to take my jugo, put that in there, just a little bit. Actually, let me get a couple, because this is what helps the gravy. So, I'll say that's about a good teaspoon or so. And then, I'm just going to, oh Lord, I forgot one of my, hold on y'all. A little bit of curry. Little bit. And I would say that's like a 1/4 teaspoon. My onion powder has been acting up, but I normally put that in there. And this is what we have. We have our shrimp and onions and peppers. Just a basic little, this is a 1-person shrimp breakfast. That's all I'm making. Okay, put that back on here. I'm going to let that cook just till the shrimp turn pink. As the shrimp turn pink, it's time to make a quick gravy. And that is it, guys. I messed up my freaking grits. I'm going to transfer them to this pot. So I'm telling y'all, it is difficult when your kitchen is at a weird angle to record doing, you know, I literally scorch my grits and I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So I'm going to put that pan, let that soak so I can clean that. And I'm going to add some cream to my grits. I use heavy cream. And I also use cream cheese when I do my grits. Being that I'm going to have gravy over it, I don't need to have a whole bunch of cheese. So I'm going to just do a little bit of heavy cream. And this is right from Aldi's. And normally I put a bouillon cube inside my grits. I'm telling y'all, these bouillon cubes right here are the bomb when I do cheese grits. Those. Normally I put that in there. But I'm going to be sticking that in there. I have a half a piece that I want to stick in there. But I'm waiting for those shrimps to get good and done. So now I transfer my grits to another pot because I scorched them. Messing with y'all, it's all y'all fault. It's all y'all fault. It's all y'all fault. Trying to show y'all how to do something and I'm burning my grits. Okay, so basically this is done. This is basically done. So I'm going to move that so I can cater to these for a quick minute. Put this cream cheese in here. So I'm just going to put just a little hunk, and I'm going to show y'all. That's how much I'm putting in my grits. So now I'm going to stick this back over the fire. I'm going to add just a tad bit of water. Just a tad. So I can get this cheese and stuff nicely mixed in here. I'm going to add some salt. Just a little bit. Because I'm going to have gravy on it. So I don't need a bunch of salt. And remember that? This is what I usually put in there. This is what it looks like. And it's so soft. So I can stick just a tad bit of that in there. But I'm going to be using this in the gravy as well. So when I say quick, easy, this is a quick, easy shrimp and grits. It don't have to be all difficult and all extra fancy. But I love my grits to be really creamy. So I'm just using heavy creamer in them and getting them nice and thick. I don't like them runny. I don't like them too thick. I like them just right. So I'm just trying to get these right and get that bouillon cube mixed up in here really well. And see how creamy these grits look, y'all? See how nice and creamy they look? That's what you want. Now these are not my regular cheese grits. These are just made with heavy cream and cream cheese, which is amazing. So let me show you. We get ready to make some gravy real quick. I'm about to pull this down where y'all can see. Okay, so I'm taking this, putting this back on the fire. Now I'm going to take that bowl that I had and I'm going to put a little bit of flour in it. I'm going to show you guys, don't worry. Just a tad bit of flour. This is how you make gravy, guys. It is not that difficult. It is just the seasoning that makes a difference. So you see that? That's about a good 2 teaspoons of flour. And so what I'm going to do is get my whisk. And I'm going to add just a little bit of water. I know y'all can't see it, but just a little bit of water like so. And whisk that in with the flour, right? So then I'm going to pour it in here, and then I'll slowly add more water to this because you see I was already getting thick. You don't want it to be too runny. You want your gravy to be perfect. So now I'm going to add more water to that. So I'm going to go in, add water in the same bowl, and pour water in. Just like that. Now some people might like dark gravy. That's when you can use like the Gravy Master or something like that, or the Jugo. Now this is where I take a couple more pinches of this stuff and put it right in here. You see how thick that is? I want my gravy a little bit thinner than that. So I'm going to add some more water. You don't want to add too much because you don't want your gravy to be really thin. You want to add just enough. Talking to me, so I'm going to look in just a second. Now I like mine dark, right? So what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll add some of this because see, when you're making gravy the homemade way, it actually darkens by you burning flour more and roasting the flour more, however you want to say it. Everybody say it different. Roasting the flour more, darkening the flour more. I use Gravy Master. It comes with flavor and it also darkens your gravy. So I'm going to put the rest of that water in. And we should be in there like swimwear with our gravy for our shrimps. So I'm going to let this cook because it's going to get a little bit thicker. And guys, this is done. I don't know why this Facebook thing keep coming up. Hold on. All right. And guys, this is going to be done. This is going to be shrimp and grits. Quick and easy. CPR style. You don't want to overcook your shrimps. And that's it. That is it. Let's put this on a plate and let me show you. Well, actually, I like to eat mine in a bowl. So we're going to put it in a bowl. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Because I'm about to eat all this, y'all. I'm about to eat all of this. I'm putting it in a bowl. Yes, indeedy. Now, you could have put butter and all that extra stuff, but we don't need all that all the time, right? So that's my nice creamy grits. And then I'm getting ready to put my shrimps and gravy on my grits. Naya loves this. Now I got a lot of extra gravy. I don't want all that, so I'll just leave that. And that is how I make my quick and easy, hold on, shrimp and gravy. Shrimp and grits, I'm sorry. What state do you live in? New York, Denise. Good morning, Wendy. How you doing, Anne Marie? So that's my shrimp and grits. Y'all see how nice and thick and creamy those grits are? Let's taste it, guys. Ooh. Alright, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, leave them below. Yeah, I'm about to go enjoy that. Get my coffee. Yeah, I need all these little bit of grits off of here. Gone. So, yeah. I will wash those dishes later. See, it's difficult to wash dishes sometimes when you're recording, especially with the angle that I have in my house. But I hope you guys enjoyed that quick shrimp and grit live video, because I gotta have pepper on mine. I don't know. I have to have pepper on everything. If it's got white on it, I need pepper. So those are my shrimp and grits. And I'm getting ready to go enjoy. Later, Gators.